Hello again. I think it's time that I do a little bit of a reaction to all this Drop Site Massacre stuff that's going to be coming out, and having a little think about it, because it's all pretty exciting. It must be said, the stuff looks brill. Like, I had my doubts about the Saturnine Terminators. I thought they were going to look stupid. I thought it wasn't going to fit, and you know what? The less blingy versions of them, where there's less of the stuff that's all over them, and like the Iron Warriors looking ones, they look amazing. And even the Predator with the Saturnine Predator with the different options and the more blank canvas looks really, really good. Yeah, very exciting. Obviously, there's still a lot of worries and concerns, like everybody's got at the moment. Everybody's thinking about these rules and what we've seen. But let's look at the positives first, and we'll make that bullshit sandwich. We'll start with some good, have some bad, finish with some good. The bullshit sandwich. So good is the models. I think look great. The models look fantastic. I love like gun emplacements and stuff like that. So that quad accelerator looks brilliant. And it doesn't look too like that, like the 40k hammerfall thing looks stupid. Whereas that quad cannon looks brilliant. And I like stuff like that. I think that looks great. The Saturnine Dread looks like a Telemon. It's probably the size of a Telemon. Yeah, okay. It looks really nice. Again, I think when you dub them down and don't put all the bling all over them and make them look too fancy, then they look really good. Obviously, in shot at the moment is Rex Dolores. I'm playing a load of Imperialis this weekend because heresy. What else? What else is fantastic, do I think? I like, and this is not going to be for everyone, I like the new leadership characteristics. We're a big Necromunda gaming group where we are, and those lend themselves to some really good like moments in games, cool, and all that stuff. I think that's good, and I think that will help the psychic phase a lot more. I think we'll see more of the warp stuff happening, and for things like these new Tactica, where there's pinning, suppression, things like that, because those things feel very Legions Imperialis as well, and that game's really good. And bringing those over, I like that. Extra elements, I like that. Complications to the rules, I like that. I think it's cool. I think the more things that make the game feel more realistic, the better. Like, yes, sometimes you're going to be pinned down by heavy fire. Sometimes you're going to be that morale check where that's suppressed, so you can't move. There's too much going on. And those things might, again, be different ways of changing reactions. Like if you've been suppressed, you can't return fire, but you can evade. Or if you're pinned down, maybe you can't evade, but you can return fire. So some changes like that, I think are going to be really good. What else do I think is really good? Yeah, again, we'll talk about the models and the Rangers. I think the Mark II Marines look really good, look great. The way that, obviously, GW, when they're painting these things up, they make them look fantastic. But I do think they're going to cross really well over all the different legions. I also think that the Centurion looks really good as well. Obviously, there's a lot of kit bashing that can be done with that. I am a little bit skeptical about these new disintegrator weapons. Like, are they just going to make other options just completely pointless? Like, why bring plasma guns when disintegrator guns are just tons better and cheaper? Because sometimes in these games that GW they do this points thing where things become unfeasible because it's pointless. And I know sometimes that, like, thematically you're going to do things anyway, but it kind of blanks these out and makes them almost like pointless. Like almost to the point where bringing them is such a negative element to what you're doing, then it becomes like a null and void thing. Like heavy bolters. Like heavy bolters are brilliant for that you're an Imperial Fist, or if you're an Iron Warrior and turn them into shrapnel cannons or whatever. Really good. But if they bring something else out which makes them pointless, then what do you do? Some of the bad. Let's go bad now. We've done the first layer. The first bit of bread is the models and the range looks all good. We're in that bullshit sandwich now, aren't we? We're in the not so good stuff, which is talking about these weapons. I think vehicles are going to have wounds, which is a terrible thing, an absolutely terrible thing, and will stop people playing the game. I think when they see a Land Raider with 12 wounds, they're just going to go, I'm not doing that, stupid. Where bolters can hurt it because it's got wounds, so then suddenly a bolter can hurt it, they're just going to go, no, I'm not doing that. Because that does really take away from the game. I think vehicles with wounds is just pointless and stupid. We like our armour facings, it works, these one-shotting things. I understand if that things are going to have a damage characteristic, that can still work. I mean, why wouldn't that still work? It works now when a Dreadnought fists the back end of a Kratos, and it's like, it's still armour bane, still all this stuff, it's still going to, it can still be done. Just change the, like if it's damage 2, okay, well then you roll twice. It's 2 damage gone through, so that's 2 times you're rolling for like the penetrating result or whatever. That can also be done. They don't have to get rid of the armour value, but I've got this massive fear that they have, because they were so worried about how we were all reacting to Dreadnoughts being so good, that they've gone, all right, we'll make las cannons like damage 3 so that they can still just, we don't want that. I understand why these Saturnine fists are like damage 3 or 2 or whatever they are. I understand that. It's like the brutal mechanic that's being just upped and kind of like almost rewritten, in the sense that instead of it needing the brutal keyword, it's now just damage, which is fine. And the weapons look fine. Like the weapon characteristic that's on there looks okay. Like bolt pistols, like ranged, it's strength 4, damage 1. That's fine. That's what a bolt has always been. Like this rumour where it was going to be, oh, bolters are going to be strength 3, and then no, okay. I'm glad that's gone. What does that do to blast? Because I like Solar and I like Militia and I like Iron Warriors, so I'm a real big blast template fan. What has all that done to a blast template? What is a Demolisher cannon going to be worth it? I hope that if they have done this damage characteristic thing, that they continue with the brutal and like making these damage 3, like, oh, if it goes through and you don't save it or whatever, it's damage 3. Okay, I can see how that's going to work. I do, because obviously we've seen that there's blast templates in the box, so they're still here. The Emperor Blessed damage template is still here, so that's good. So that means my artillery companies are still going to be able to be cool, which I like. So that's a positive. So I've snuck in an extra slice of bread there on my bullshit sandwich. And I was trying to be negative, but it turned out to be a positive. Back to positive. Let's go back in. Day 1 release. Yes, it's a ton of money. You're talking day of release, 500 quid, aren't you? If you want the lot. If like my channel wants to play everything day 1 and record, and we want the box and the rules, it's 500 quid, innit? Which is not peanuts at all for no one. I can see a lot of people splitting and going, well, we'll just have them in the community and we'll buy for the community. Like what we will do on the channel is we will buy the set of books, and then there'll be like a can I borrow this? Can I borrow a new library card system? Yeah, Liber library card system. Everyone will be doing that in their groups. But yeah, because it's a massive expense. But it's really good that everything, we're not going to be drip fed too much stuff day one. Because we want it. Everybody's got these armies and they want to play them. Day one, we want to play them. We want to play our Solar. Yes, it's a shame that maybe militia and demons and things are going to kind of be difficult to find unless they've got that there as well from day one, unless that's available as well, which would be fantastic if it is. But I think it's a huge positive that day one it's there and it's available, and while that the pre-release or whatever is going to be really difficult to get hold of all this stuff, because it's going to sell like fucking hotcakes. It's going to sell. It's going to be like, I hope they're going to print enough of it, because it's going. Boxes are going to disappear. Books are going to disappear. Don't disappoint us by not releasing enough of this stuff. I want to see the shelves stacked with this shit. But yeah, so that's good. The day one release is good. So, in all, I'm excited. I think the date is going to be June 18th to June 20th. I think that will be the release date, or the pre-sale date for release. Very excited. Dolores is really excited. We've got some games coming up. Obviously, it'll be second edition, but yeah, it's on the way. Take care. Oh, thumb's in the way. Here we go.